Hi, today's Gentle Fit class is special. I've asked two people from my Spring Green Fitness Center to join us. I've got Karen here on the right, who's an avid walker and has retired from the school system. And actually, she's more than just an avid walker. You're like a serial walker. You're always walking. She's just really in great shape. And then Susan, who is an avid kayaker and biker, really big into cycling. So that's it. So just to get you a little more comfortable with the people that are here, usually behind the camera, and say hi to us on Facebook and get to know each other. It's a little bit more of a family setting. Today we're going to be working on our core in all different directions to strengthen your core, even from the seated position. So sit forward on your chair with your feet fairly wide, and we'll start with the vacuum. The vacuum is where you just pull your belly button in and make yourself as slim as you can in your waist. You have to take inhale and then exhale as much of your air as possible and keep pulling the belly button in. It does help to adjust, to lift the ribs so that you can try to get a little bit more pulled in, and just keep holding that. It's not repetitions, it's a hold. As you sit here and you continue to try to pull in, you can push on your muscles to make sure they're engaged. Even if it doesn't look like they're coming in much, you can feel them engage. Squeeze your bottom. Your pelvis will tuck under a little bit, helping you to engage the lower muscles. Then start it all over again. Run through that inventory without loosening. Take a little inhale and then exhale, pulling it in, getting it under your ribs, touching, pulling it in. And this is something you can do when you're doing the dishes, when you're driving, when you're just walking around. Anytime you pull in your core, you are strengthening the deeper abdominal muscles that are around your spine, that support your spine. You'll notice that you just feel stronger and you can perform better, whether it's reaching over to grab something or you're driving. And I always think of it when Cameron's driving and takes a corner real hard, I don't get slammed into the door. I just, can hold he doesn't drive like that. But real life examples of needing a strong core, running, picking things up. So that's my spiel, just to keep you talking while you're doing that hold. All right, let's just start with some rows now. Have your feet in front of you. If they're out in front, you can really lean out and pull. Good, reach and back. Now as you do this, try not to let the head and shoulders drop. Let's stick the chest out. When you stick your chest out, also pull your tailbone back. So you have a long, strong spine. Pull in your stomach. Now we'll slow it down. Reach. Shift a little in your seat so you can pull your hips back. Lift and lean it back. Squeeze your bottom and row. Good. Reach it out. Lean it back. Hopefully you have enough room between yourself and the chair back. We're not reclining against the chair back. From the side, it looks like this and that. Good. Reach and pull. Reach and hold. Let your head be neutral. We're not dropping the head, but it's in line with the rest of our spine. We're not arching the neck. Pull in your stomach, lift. And now we'll relax and roll up. Shoulders back. Good. All right, hands towards your hips. Pull the belly in. And open. And pull the belly in. Sit up tall and open. Good. And widen those feet. Nice and wide, because these will be the supports as you lean well out to one side and then the other. Good. And if you don't have any shoulder pain, do your best to keep your arms at shoulder height. You guys are doing good. All right, pull that belly in, exhale, Get your foot under you a little bit more. If your legs are out here, you won't have the stability. Now push your foot into the floor. Feel all this tighten. Arms horizontal, lean a little further. Nice. Now face forward. Check your head that it's not falling over. Pull the arms back. Good. And up. That gets you everywhere, your sides and your leg. Get your foot around under you. Perfect. All right, and lean out a little further. Stomach in. Push that foot into the floor. It makes everything stronger. Good. And up. Good. Let's relax a moment. And just do this if it feels good for you. Sit up and arch if that feels good for you. Each of us are a little different about how we get tension. All right, let's face your right. And we'll have one leg back as far as feels comfortable for you. We'll do some sideways rows, forward and back. Good. Experiment with having your toes tucked under or folded like mine are. And back. Let's reach and hold. Push that front foot into the floor. Lift, lift, and relax. Just a couple. Let's do the other side. Good. Get that ankle under your knee. And just a few rows and a pull back. It's a good stretch for your hip, this hip too. Good. The more you push your foot into the floor, you'll feel yourself getting light on the chair. And I like that. And pull. Good. You know, the chair is a tool, but we're not using it just to completely collapse. We're just using it as a tool. Let sitting be the exception to your day, not the main goal between everything else that you do. You know, getting up and looking for the next opportunity to sit. Let's stand more often and condition ourselves to longer periods of standing and exercising our legs. We'll row again, forward and back. Pull the stomach in. Good. Pull it in. If you're not sure if you're pulling it in, just push. Reach. Pull. This time we'll go slower. Squeeze your bottom. Pull the belly in. From the side, I'm leaning a little bit past vertical. That would be your goal. Reach and tuck that tailbone under. Squeeze your bottom. Hold it a little bit past vertical. Good, and up. Good job. So you're doing your core in the front as well as around the back and the sides. So have your feet in a nice V now from your hips. Arms are up in a V from your chest, and we'll lean over one thigh and then the other. Good. Reach. Reach. Stomach's in. As you lean forward, do a slight lift. Good work, everybody. Reach. Good. Reach and hold. Let's bring this other arm behind you. Almost like you're in a pool, okay? Touch and back. Use this foot. Use it for leverage. Good, all right, and up. We'll do the other side. Diagonal, bring this arm around and touch. Reach it back. Stick your chest out to strengthen your spine. Lengthen it. Good, all right, and relax. Tuck and arch. It's important you go through both of these movements. You don't have to put a lot of force in either direction if you have a history of low back pain, but it's really good to go through the movements to start loosening up tight muscles. Tight muscles equal weakness and lead to pain. So we want to loosen everything up. But shift, shift, shift. Good. As you lift your hip, do your best to not lean away from it. Lean into it. Other side. Use your foot. Lift. Inhale, exhale. So you're squeezing this side, stretching this side. All right, and now let's press and lift. Stomach's in, press and lift. Very good. I can see a lot of movement in your ribs. For the people that are here in my class, I can see you're stretching your ribs. Good. All right. Now let's sit back in your chair and do another set of vacuums. So when you sit in the chair, the goal is to not be able to get your hand behind your low back, okay? So you want to squeeze your bottom so that your low back is pressed against the seat. You can also find a little bit of leverage by pushing your feet into the floor and squeeze your bottom. Now you can probably feel this engaging better. Good. All right, let's press. Pull in the belly. Little exhale. Keep trying to recruit more. Pulling it in. Push. I'm almost going to push my seat back, so be careful that you don't flip over. Relax. Good. You're almost pushing your seat back, too. Ron will catch you. All right, you ready? Press that back. Push with your feet. You can pull with the chair. Pull the belly button in. The goal would be to work up to a nice 5 minutes of pulling your stomach in and just holding it. Throughout that time, you'll surely have to remind yourself. You'll loosen and just keep taking that inventory and relax. Okay, ready? One more time. Press, squeeze your bottom, pull it in, pull on the chair, use your feet. This would be something good to do during commercials. If you're watching a television program, there's so many commercials, you'll get plenty of practice. Pull in and relax. Real good. All right, now do the opposite with your pelvis. So we were tucking it under. Now you arch it. Okay, that's tucking and that's arching. Let's just go ahead and turn towards your left. Good. Nice. So make sure you can use your feet, and I'd like you to reach out with your, so it'll be your left arm, or Karen, it'll be your right arm. Good. And lift, lift. Good, your other arm hanging towards the floor. Okay, don't overarch your neck. Pull your stomach in. Stick your chest out. Reach further towards the diagonal. Other arm reaches back. 2 different directions. Lift, stomach in. Feet pushing into the floor. And relax. Good job. All right, let's tuck under and push away. Head down. One more arch. Let's turn the other way, so it'd be towards your right, and you'll be sticking out your right arm. We'll be doing our left. All right. All right, lean out, and then extend further through the shoulder. The other arm is hanging straight down. Make sure you've got that ankle under your knee in the front. You can feel your toes behind you. Stomach in. Lift. Chest out. Reach it back. Squeeze the back for 3 lifts. And back in your seat all the way. Good job. So that tightened up my hip flexor. So let's open and cross. Just a few releases. All right, and the other one up, open and cross. You know, a little daily maintenance sure goes a long way, and I call this true fitness. You're fit for your life. You feel good in your muscles and in your joints, and you want to still be able to continue and participate in life and the activities that you enjoy. And if you don't feel good, you're not going to. All right, we'll sit up nice and tall and get our hands behind your head. Good. Let's do a little twist towards your right. Have your feet slightly forward of your knees. And now we'll dip left to left. Good, left to left. Trying to pull the elbows back, having a nice straight line from one elbow to the other. Okay, inhale. We'll lean it over to your elbows just hovering above your knee. Reach the other hand to the ceiling. And other arm straight out, horizontal. Whew, and up. Where do I come up with these things? All right. It's because you guys are strong, that's why. All right, and let's twist the other way. And we'll do a few forward dips. Inhale, exhale. This is not a beginner's move, so if you're still struggling with some pain memory, one arm to the ceiling, push that foot into the floor, horizontal with the other arm. Stomach in and up. Good. As I was saying, if you still have some pain or weakness in your torso area, that would be more of an advanced move that you really won't quite be ready for until you have done a lot more vacuums probably and made sure that you're not having any spasms or symptoms for a while. Okay. And you can also always work into a move like what we just did incrementally. So as opposed to doing all the repetitions at all of the same depth, you could do maybe half the repetitions at a third or a half of the depth. All right, let's see. So we just did those. Now let's slightly change it up. So we'll twist and reach across with an elbow to the opposite knee and all the way back up to forward. Inhale, exhale. Now think about bringing the elbow to the knee, not the knee to the elbow. Other side. Twist and over. Inhale. Pull the stomach in. All the way up. One more. Good job. And hold. All right, let's lift elbow to knee. Or in that direction, lift. Lift. It's tempting to drop the elbow. Other side. Lift. Pull the stomach in. All right, and relax. Good. Let's stretch these hip flexors and the other way. Just a quick, brief stretch. Squeeze your bottom. Other way. Good. All right. Let's reach across and touch. Good. So extend and now reach forward. Good. Extend, twist and reach forward. Let's do the other side. Extend, lean forward. There you go. Extend. Try not to throw yourself at your foot. Just reach. And of course, you don't have to get all the way to your foot. Just any forward movement that is more than what you normally do would be really great. All right, and extend. All right, and sit up and arch. That's the other reason I like having other people behind me, because we all look slightly different, and you know, we're not all perfect, and I don't want you also thinking you have to keep up with the teacher all the time. There's, you know, regular, normal people. Susan is very flexible, so you can't compare your flexibility with Susan. And I haven't noticed your, yeah. And Karen does a lot with dumbbells and bands every day, so anyways, but they're just average. We're all average people doing our best. All right, let's do a few more of those. Extend your left arm and reach with the same side and down. Same side and down. Good. All right, other side. Extend. I think you might find that you can lean forward further than you thought. Other side. 1 and 2, switch sides. And don't forget about your foot that's on the floor. Let's alternate now. When you push your foot that's on the floor, it helps you reach further. It's all about leverage, you know, and using your body efficiently. And that's just kind of a learned thing. All right, let's turn and get the top of the foot on the floor and squeeze your bottom. Good. And turn. My years of coaching things like CrossFit and doing personal training with people, you learn tips and techniques, and I love to throw those movement efficiencies into a class like this because you don't have to be doing just CrossFit or you know, massive amounts of weightlifting to put to use movement efficiency and dynamics and good mechanics. All right, so let's do a nice big beach ball hug and sit up tall. Good, and then hands back down by your hips. And then lean forward, keeping the head neutral. You'll know it's neutral if you can't see me. If you're arching your neck to look forward, I'd like you to let me see the top of your head. I'm not suggesting that you let your head dangle. It's just neutral to the rest of your spine. You should be able to see your entire feet. Now let's squeeze the back to lift the arms. Squeeze, squeeze. Now pull your stomach in. Keep pulling the shoulders back, pinching that pencil between your shoulder blades. Stomach in. Turn your palms towards each other. Your thumbs will be down. This here is an exercise in proprioception, that sense of what position your limbs and body parts are without looking at them. And that's important for balance. Reach your fingers towards each other without throwing your arms. Squeeze the back to touch the fingers. Just a squeeze. So from the side, squeeze. Pull the shoulders back, squeeze. And the aim is to touch your fingertips, but not everybody certainly is going to be able to do that. That's just the direction. Reach. Wide feet, reach. Reach long as opposed to leaning over this time. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen and hold with a lift. Lengthen and hold with a lift. Good. Another tuck, an extension, another tuck. And then up, lengthen, sit light on that seat and lean it out. Pull the hands up. Now let's make like a clock. One arm is going to come around. Lift, lift, lift and hold. Stomach's in, chest is out. Breathe. And rotate both arms. Other arm coming forward, other arm going back, stomach's in. Lift by squeezing. Very good. Your feet can be in front of you. That would support you better if your feet are right below your knees and they're in front of your chest. Completely relax, let your body rest against your legs. Good. Open up your knees so you can fit yourself between your legs if you really want to stretch and hang. Big inhale, exhale. And then we'll roll up with our head and neck coming up very last. Good. All right, one more hugging of that beach ball, meaning you have this big opening with these elbows, and you have a hollowed out spot in front of you because you've rolled it back. Lift. As you lift the wrists, let the elbows lift right along with them. And from this position, tip it left and right, and we'll push around. Be real gentle with how much force you put into that low back as you do that beach ball move. Good. And just one arm around and up, and go from one shoulder to the other and around. One more of these. As we finish today's class, I hope you start planning tomorrow's class so that you can stay strong and get a complete workout over your entire body, because every workout's a little different. So you want to make sure that you're getting a dynamic and varied workout every day. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you next time in class. Thank you.